speed race. CB speed race. Hop in the range. Take off into space.
Hey guys, it's cbgray coming to you guys live with another Destiny video. How are you guys doing today? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to upgrade the EDZ bunker, because if you don't quite know what you're doing, it can be kind of confusing. And one of the quest steps is going to require getting this bunker rank up to 1, and then another one's going to require us getting to rank 3. And if you don't really know how this works, it can be kind of overwhelming. So the purpose of this video is going to be trying to connect the dots. Hopefully, if it's helpful, hit the like button. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe, because we'd love to have your beautiful faces. Thank you for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. We're so close to 60K, so thank you for supporting your friendly neighborhood potato. I love you and thank you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to keep it very, very simple. So in order to upgrade this, the biggest thing that's going to drive the upgrades is an item known as Warmind bits. So how do you get Warmind bits? Let's start off with that. So Warmind bits are going to drop from these bounties. This is one source. So as you can see, you get weekly bounties that drop Warmind bits. The weeklies drop 100. And then you have these dailies that drop as well. As you can see, these drop Warmind bits as well. And then you also have an additional bounty that you can keep picking up over and over for Glimmer, where you can keep farming Warmind bits as well from these bounties. These bounties are going to be one of the best sources for getting Warmind bits, and you get different quantities determining on how hard the bounty is that you complete it. Another thing to note is as you're doing these daily bounties, you'll get an item called Encrypted Warmind bits. If you're wondering what those do, I can actually go onto them real quick and we can read it. Essentially, what they do is encrypted Warmind bits. Encrypted Warmind bits grant access to Rasputin's caches in the Seraph Tower, public events, and legendary lost sectors. Gain these by completing Rasputin's daily bounties. So essentially, when you are doing those public events on either the EDZ, the IO, or on the moon for the new activity, you can get 6 of these Warmind bits as well from completing the activity. Note that you won't get any if you don't complete it, so I like these bounties right now because it's sometimes hard to get a good lobby for the public events. So bounties have been one of the most stable ways for me to get Warmind bits. Alright, so now we know that Warmind bits drive these upgrades, but what do we essentially do with the Warmind bits once we have them? So let's go ahead and go to step 2. So, and here you see a thing that says EDZ bunker upgrades. So if you hit triangle here, or whatever the button is, depending on the system that you're playing on, what you'll notice is that we have 3 different rows here of clickable items that you can click on here. So on the first row we have rank 1, on the second we have rank 2, and the third we have rank 3. So the biggest thing to note is every time you purchase one of these squares that have a check on them, what you'll end up getting is something called a bunker chipset, which once you get one of these chipsets, what you're going to be able to do is actually pick up an engram that's, or not pick up an engram, but turn in that chipset right here, and it'll eventually push forward your progress. So the more chipsets you get, the more progress you're going to get on your upgrade. It's going to take 7 chipsets in order to upgrade to rank 1, which is why if you go back to the upgrade screen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once you get 7 chipsets, you'll be able to rank up to level 1. Which is right here. You see my integration level is rank 1. So let's talk about now actually how I was able to purchase these upgrades, so I was able to get those 7 chipsets. So like I said, the biggest thing that I was doing was farming those bounties. The biggest bounties that I can recommend too is, and let me go ahead and go to a few of these bounties real quick so you can see my favorite personal ones to do. But the ones I like doing the most are either, it's just the simple weapons kills ones, most times the ones that I grind a lot of. So like this one is just solar kills. I knock these out at EP, or Escalation Protocol, sorry, and whatever other weapons it may be, tracer rifles, fusion rifles. Usually these can all be knocked out in the course of 3 or 4 minutes on Escalation Protocol. So these are my favorite bounties to pick up, and sometimes if I don't get the bounties I like, I just delete them and grab more. That might be a waste of Glimmer, but if you have extra Glimmer, you can do something similar, and Spider's going to be your best friend for reloading these bounties. Alright, so let's go back now. So you have 7 of these tier 1s that you can pick up for what you see for me is 75 Warmind bits, and then a certain material, and then a certain amount of legendary shards. So actually this was more expensive than 75 Warmind bits, but I was able to make them cheaper. So you're gonna want to purchase one of these items before you purchase the other 6, and the one that you're gonna want to prioritize is gonna be cost reduction tier 1. So pick this one up first, because if we read this here, it says in the EDZ SERAPH bunker, upgrades cost less to acquire. So essentially what's going to happen is once you purchase this, the other 6 are going to be much cheaper than they were originally. So now they're only 75, but they were actually more than that before. So you're going to want to knock out cost reduction tier 1, and then you're going to knock out these other 6. Another thing to note is another place that you can get Warmind bits is also from turning in triumphs. So if you ever do get triumphs, I've heard you can turn those in too, and you can grab bits from those as well. I haven't done that yet. I personally grinded bounties, but it is another thing to keep in the back of your head. So my order, like I said, was I turned in the one for cost reduction, and then I focused on the 6 after. And now if you're asking what my plan of attack is going to be for now completing rank 2, once you are done with rank 1, the next one that you're going to want to grab is, in my opinion, this is the one that I'm going for next. I just wanted to make this video before I started grinding this next one so that you guys could kind of understand at least how to get to the next step. But my next target for me is going to be the Warmind bit generation tier 2, because as you can see here, completing Rasputin repeatable bounties awards extra Warmind bits, and I would just like to be able to get more Warmind bits on every single bounty so that I'm maximizing my bits on every single bounty. So this is slightly grindy, but it can be done, and this is how I was able to get to rank 1. Hopefully this does at least clear up some of how this works. So essentially 7 squares, let's just keep it simple, 7 squares equals a rank up, and the way that you get each square is from getting a certain amount of Warmind bits, as well as whatever other materials it's asking for. The way that you can get the Warmind bits is from actually turning in these bounties, or from turning in triumphs, or from doing the public events on the SERAPH, new public events that are either on the EDZ, the Moon, or on IO. And then lastly, once you do get your rank up, because as you're turning in these chipsets, this progress will go up all the way up to the first rank up. When you get a rank up, you'll pick up a powerful reward. After you pick up your powerful reward, you will be able to choose one of these, and the first one that you choose is the EDZ Sector Looter, which when the EDZ is active, SERAPH Challenge Destination SERAPH chests and the EDZ's Legendary Lost Sectors award powerful gear, limit 1 per weekly reset. So when I finish rank 2, I'll be able to pick up this one, and so on and so forth, all the way up to rank 7. So as you can see, this is how this works. I hope this is helpful. I did want to keep it super simple. I know that I probably could have gone into super more detail, but I thought that this was the amount of detail that was required for you at least to know how this works and the plan of action that you should take in order to get rank 1 done. So I hope this was helpful, guys. Get in the comments and please let me know what you guys think and how you guys feel about day 1. I know it's a little bit late on me getting this video out at night, but I wanted to make sure that before I went to sleep, you guys at least had something so you guys knew how this was working. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me though. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to talk to you guys soon. And with that, I'm going to talk to you guys on the next Destiny video. Thanks, I love you guys.
My feces equipped, they shots to the lip. Take out the coin, then I flip. Pull out the thorn, then it's ripped. Dragon tattooed on my hip. Invading like my name is Zim. Dunking these moves like a rim. Yes, I am harder than Shin. Making you pay for your sins. The drift of the 9. Yeah, I'm rolling with them. No, I'm not fine. I feel incredible. No, I'm not regular. Stand on a pedestal. Joker's wild when he's off of his medicine. For my squad, I go hard like an animal. Bygones. Got your head on the reticle, no trust. You need to go level a man down, but no, I'm not giving up.